Ukrainian soldiers board an armored personnel carrier in Kostiantynivka, Donetsk region. On September 25, 2023, Roman Pilipi AFP. While world's attention is preoccupied with geopolitical turmoil in Middle East, Ukraine continues to battle Russian forces across large parts of country. Fighting through deep Russian defenses in south and east, it would be an understatement to say that the counteroffensive launched by Ukraine in June was not as successful as Kiev and its western allies had hoped. While Russian forces were well entrenched in defensive positions, progress proved difficult for Ukraine. With only about a dozen advances being made, towns and villages were recaptured. Russia still controls about a fifth Ukraine, including most of eastern Luhansk-Donetsk regions, Crimean Peninsula and Zaporizhia in south, part neighboring Kherson region. The Ukrainian counteroffensive has so far not achieved the assumed military-political objectives, and the prospects for a breakthrough appear limited. Andrius Tursa, Central Eastern Europe advisor at risk consultancy Teneo, said in a note Monday, "Muddy season is approaching. Ukraine has a narrowing window of opportunity to make profits before the weather changes and the infamous muddy season arrives." Known as Rasputitsa in Russian and Bezdorozhye in Ukrainian, the limited progress made to date undermines hopes for a breakthrough in the near term, especially as autumn weather makes large-scale movement of heavy military equipment more challenging and increases pressure on other parts of Russia's front line, Tursa said. L-119 Ukrainian Artillery 79th Separate Amphibious Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces Ukraine conducts military activity in Donetsk direction during Russia's attempt to attack near Marinka, Avdiivka and Krasnohorivka on October 11, 2023. Yevhen Titov Anadolu Agency. Muddy roads, fields, damaged ground conditions. Offensive operations last fall-spring will likely do so again. This will effectively halt offensive operations for weeks before the ground freezes and vehicles and troops can move more easily again. Analysts said it was hoped that Ukraine would have made more progress by now. The hope is that they are now far enough away from the Russian defense lines that they can make rapid advances. We don't know if they will or not, but they are certainly running out of time to do so. They'll continue fight through winter, but it's going to be quite wet at the end of November, which will hold things back until it gets colder. Independent defense analyst Michael Clarke, who was Director General of Royal United Services Institute from 2007-2015, told CNBC, "A soldier from a Ukrainian assault brigade walks along a muddy path used to transport and position British-made L-118,105 mm howitzers near Bakhmut, Ukraine." March 4, 2023. John Moore News. When weather cools down again, they be able to use vehicles more efficiently because ground will be hard. But in meantime attack undoubtedly slow down.